Okay, so I'm just walking around the property collecting tools I need to clean out the coop, and I just wanted to make a note more. Sometimes, I guess for me, down our driveway, you can almost see where the water rushes. So I'm just making note of where to, when we expand the garden, where we need to get stuff fixed. And this right here is my sled I use, and it works great. It's just it's an ice fishing sled, and I know the fact that they're not cheap. I've used it so much I have holes in the bottom of it, but they come in handy. You can hook it up behind your lawnmower, four-wheeler, just drag it by hand. But this process I use with this is it's easy and convenient for myself. All right, walking up to the coop here, I just discovered an egg, a tiny egg, and it almost feels hollow. Interesting. Hey everybody, we're gonna clean the coop out today. Which one of you ladies laid this? Let's see if it's actually hollow in there. Yeah, it's kind of hollow in there. They'll eat it. Our girls don't eat their own eggs, so I'm not the least bit concerned about feeding them one. All right, and then I use one of these short, flat shovels. I use that for many years cleaning out a barn. All right, let's go in. This is the state of it. Here's a little before. We've got a mess. There's an egg right back there as well. This is shaped a little funny as well. It's probably not good anymore. We'll throw that down for them as well. But yeah, so here's the state of the coop. I think today I'm just going to clean out this runner part because we still are getting cold at night. And in here, if we can even see, I mean, you guys seen in here before, but I've got such thick straw down that I just want to keep some thick bedding in there for them, for the ladies. So I'm going to go and I'll set you guys up and we'll get everything pulled out of here and then we'll get to cleaning the chicken coop. This should be a fun, exciting day. I like to clean, and it's a quick self-fulfillment, I guess, to see the progress going just throughout the other egg. They like it. All right, so I did just a small section. Right now, I'm gonna turn you guys around real quick. And this is almost full. It's pretty full. I'm gonna take it to the compost bin and dump it. This is just where their water usually sits. So it does get a little more wet through there, but everything's coming up pretty easily. And with this being concrete, it scrapes pretty easily. And then I just scrape off that. So we'll get this dumped. We'll come back and we'll finish off this section. A lot of this stuff over here is where their feeders are. What I do with that is I will throw this off to the side, like towards the woods, because they'll scratch through that. There's probably, I don't know, they could eat off of that. What's kind of mixed in there probably for a good month or so. The rest of the stuff I'll put in the compost bin. They will scratch through it in the compost bin as well. But this stuff they'll really, really enjoy. As I'm walking out, you can see they'll go in here and they'll scratch like it's the first time they've ever seen any of this stuff. So it's kind of entertaining sometimes to watch these with these little guys. Usually I like to go through and get as much as cobwebs as I possibly can. There's quite a bit on the ceiling. And then I just pretty much take the dust off. Scrape off any of their chicken manure that's on the shelves, and I just go through it. We still have the plastic. There you go. We still have the plastic on the outside because, like I said, it still is getting like pretty cold here at night. So that's what we'll do for the time being, is leave that on, blocks the wind, the rain, and I'll just go through and do a quick dusting and finish this up real quick. I'm looking around. It's pretty dirty in here, and I just have to probably do a little bit, step outside and get some fresh air real quick. That's that. Alright guys, I just filled up the compost bin from everything from the coop. The coop is right there, so it's a little bit of a trek over here, not far at all. I got it pretty full in there. It may not look like it on the camera, but that was 2 sleds full. That's the sled. It's a decent size, deep. It's made for ice fishing, but I found it's very useful for many other things. So I'll just go and real quick pan inside the coop, and then I'll put the shavings down, and it's just going to be so much better in there. All right, so I just have to put the feeders, their water back in there, their tub of stuff that they absolutely do not like to eat. I did throw some of their, like I said, I usually throw shovels of their feed that they don't eat. And of course, look at them, they're eating it. Won't eat it off the floor in there, but they'll eat it out here. And just, floors are cleaned. I shoveled. You can tell where they mostly roost, where it's a little wet just from their droppings. This was actually way more full than what I thought. Yeah, so we'll put the feeders back in there. This spring will actually do a complete clean out. So it comes spring, we'll get this whole thing cleaned out, and clean it, and probably just do like a little pressure washer in here when it's a nice sunny breezy day, and really clean it out. That's what I like to do in the spring. Well, I've never power washed it out, but I've really cleaned it out just with the hose. Yeah, and we'll get everything else cleaned out in here, and I'm going to wait, like I said, and do the actual coop part until we are completely out of the cold weather. And then we'll get, I'll turn you guys back around, and then we'll get, in this hardware cloth, we'll get the plastic off, because if you notice down here, that's stuck between the hardwire and the plastic outside. So there's not too much I can do about that right now. All right, here is the after. All nice new shavings. Chickens will scratch around at this. But yeah, now it's all nice and clean, smells good. I'm gonna leave the man door open for now. Let everything, just do a good air out. Yep, just another beep 4. It's just so satisfying.